If you want to find the actual pulse of an Asian metropolis, you have to step off the sidewalk and into the chaos. This image captures Georgetown, Penang. The heavy industrial shipping port spanning the water sits directly adjacent to the dense historical rooftops clustered below. Most visitors stick to those lower streets, hunting for pristine colonial architecture, trendy boutique cafes, and famous street art murals. We are stepping away from those curated spots today. Our morning is dedicated to navigating the intense, overwhelming labyrinth of Pasar Chowrasta. The locals call this site Koli-nga Bansan. As this map shows, it has operated continuously here since the mid-19th century. Pushing through these specific, crowded aisles is the only way to see what modern Penang looks like when no one is catering to outsiders. We are starting today on the ground floor, right in the middle of the wet market's early morning rush. The immediate visual impact hits through the produce. Vendor tables are stacked high with rich orange citrus fruits and deep red chili peppers. Right next to those bright colors, you'll find rows of raw, silver-scaled fish caught locally and thrown directly onto the ice. This photograph shows the dense, traditional vendor environment operating just outside the main stalls, where the local demographic carries out its morning routine. The massive volume of inventory changing hands every hour fuels a functional ecosystem that feeds hundreds of families and local restaurants. This wet market is the loud, frantic engine that physically wakes the city up. Moving upstairs to the preserved sweet section instantly changes the visual palette from heavy reds and silvers to sunny, aggressive neon hues. Whole bins are packed to the brim with glowing neon green pickled mangoes. Next to them, large glass preservation jars hold bright yellow local nutmeg. This chart explains the logic behind these stalls.
The Malaysian peninsula's extreme heat and humidity cause fresh produce to spoil rapidly, making preservation in heavy sugars and vinegars a historical necessity. When you actually bite into one of these pieces today, the sticky, hyper-concentrated burst of sweet and sour flavors is immediately intense. These jars represent a historical preservation tactic that has matured into a core pillar of modern Penang's culinary identity. After the sensory sprint of the lower levels, the traditional goods section offers a quiet place to catch your breath. The stalls here are draped in intricate traditional fabrics and brightly colored textiles hanging from the ceiling. Depending on when you walk through these specific aisles, the festive decorations shift entirely to match upcoming local holidays, from the Lunar New Year to Diwali. That constant physical transformation keeps the 19th century market tethered to the current year as a functional center of the local community. Stepping out of the marketplace places you back onto the weathered, quiet streets of Georgetown. The silence of these faded facades is jarring after an hour inside that dense, vibrating maze of produce and shouting vendors. This structure serves as a continuous 150-year-old link between the mid-19th century and the modern city. Authentic travel requires moving past the sanitized paths to dive headfirst into the chaotic, overwhelming realities of how a city actually operates. If you want to uncover the real heartbeat of the next city, hit the subscribe button and let's keep exploring.